looked at them, all their kind of seeding data and their off-season results leading into that play-in, yeah, they were 1, they were number 2. There was not much between them. They really just kind of stomped their way through much of the play-ins, and you would expect now these two Titans clashing here in week number 1. You talk about getting a gift. They absolutely have here, or the fans have here. So here's Devo to start things off, and a quick block in front by Rix Ronde. We'll see if Method can break this Savage attack. They have. What does Cassio have in the tank? Not a whole lot, as Devo's there to stop him.
Do you hear motor mouth in the background?
I do.
That is the best engine noise of all time. You think differently? I don't care. Your opinion does not matter when it comes to that motor mouth.
Well, here's Bluey to the ceiling. As the defense at his mercy, they make the stop. There's the follow from Devo. Alpha staying back, not overcommitting here. And a good thing is he's able to at least stop that ball from going directly towards the Savage net. And now Devo can start over after a reset. Here's Bluey. Look at this snipe again, but it's just above the bar. Alpha now coming in from the top, and that's going to be blocked as well. But Savage are getting shot after shot. Need to make sure they don't overextend, and so far they've been all right. Here's Burrito B, didn't get it cleanly. Devo looking for one more touch. Instead, it's going to be Alpha, and he did not get all of it. Whoa, look at this on the counterattack! Saved at the line, and finally it's Cassio, one of the new guys we were talking about for Method.
That was 4 opportunities for Savage. 3 shots way too high, another right down the middle, easily saved. They have to capitalize on opportunities because Method definitely will, and we saw that happen just now.
1-0 the lead for Method. Looking to remain undefeated in overall games so far in the rival series. Well, what a start that would be to go 6-0 in your first 2 matches. This will kick out in front for Burrito B. He's first onto it. Full tank of boost. Able to force one through Bluey. Rix Ronde's there. No follow-up from Cassio just yet. And Devo is able to recover and stop Cassio, who would have had a banger on net.
Yeah, right when his wheels hit the ground, he immediately jumped again to get in front of that ball. Good read. Way to look at his opponent and see that he's coming in looking for a shot and just kind of putting himself in between the ball and net.
Bluey now, a little pop. Rix Ronde doesn't have it clear just yet, but Cassio's there. Not a great shot from Alpha. And now it's going to be Devo just stopping the counterattack. Letting Savage reset. Bluey, double touch possibility. He's come up empty, and now Devo can take over. And again, just maybe Bluey a little overconfident there. Just did not have enough boost to chase this. Cassio, similar play, but that's gone well outside as well. And we're going to get to the halfway point in a matchup that we expected to be close, only 1-0 at halftime.
I can tell you, out of all of the teams in the rival series, and this is NA included, if I'm an opponent and I'm looking across the field and I see Devo, Bluey, and Alpha, I'm starting to shake a little bit. Like, this is a scary roster.
They've been managed pretty well so far by Method. Gonna be without Rix Ronde for just a moment. Alpha for Devo, and that will at least find the back wall, but nothing else. Quality defending from Method. Now Burrito B making sure to play that even further to the outside. Bluey and Savage are ready though. Bluey doing it himself. It looked like Method were waiting for a pass. The pass never came.
Well, that's exactly why this goal happened, because they were expecting pass. You see Devo, I believe, pushing up at the top of the box, but instead Bluey says, whoa, whoa, wait a second. I got the top of the net all to myself. Watch what I can do, and he shows you why. He's one of the most mechanically gifted players in the game of Rocket League.
Kadoff used to do that a lot and would give defenders nightmares, especially in 1v1s. Cassio now double touch. Gonna leave one for Rix Ronde. Burrito B's got to stop the counterattack for Savage, and he's done just that. And it looks like Method were maybe caught spectating a little bit, hoping for a mistake from Savage. They didn't get one. Now in a tie game, Savage looking to take over. A little interference in front, and Devo gives Savage the lead.
Oh my gosh, what a good shot on net, seeing that, hey, I've got Alpha down there. He's gonna do something, and he gets in the way of Rix Ronde just enough to disrupt him. And there we go. Savage with the lead in this series. Method has yet to taste defeat today. Can they come through out of this and show us that they have adversity?
It's Bluey just to get a token touch there. Rix Ronde not able to follow this up himself. It angled downward, and Burrito B's shot will be easily blocked by Bluey. Now Alpha. As this one sent away, it's Rix Ronde back towards the net. Bluey with a save. Follow up from Burrito B. Cassio's waiting there on the weak side, and he will equalize for Method.
That was a great play in the blue zone. They held on just long enough to completely boost starve Savage, and they made Devo go all the way back to the orange zone to get full boost, left him in a 3v2, and Method capitalizes.
Into the final minute of game one. A match that's exactly as close as we thought it would be. It's going to be Alpha. Nobody to set up, especially after Burrito B. He gets taken out, but he slowed down the attack from Savage just enough. Big clear that didn't go very far. Burrito B wins that challenge, though, doing a lot with very little. Made all of that happen with no boost, and then stole Savage's boost in the corner. Now Alpha needs to get this in front for Devo, and he has, but Devo's not going to be able to get around on a shot. So now Devo trying to stall a little bit so Bluey can take over. Looking for Alpha, that's going to be sent away, and Alpha way at the back to stop one more attack from Method with overtime looming, and it should be, here it is, 2-2 in game number one. We go to overtime.
Loving the positioning right now from both teams. You're not seeing clears go over their head into the back of the net. You're not seeing double commits too much. We've seen a few from Savage, but I think that's to be expected with the one skills of all three players. They all think they can do it individually.
Oh, Alpha trying to do it individually there. Now Devo gonna leave one for Bluey. Tough angle that he couldn't convert, but Alpha can. And we talk about the new guys, Cassio for Method, Alpha for Savage. Big goals on both sides.
Huge goals on both sides, especially to get this win. But they opened up the game with a bunch of misses. They didn't want to make the same mistake here in overtime. They put the pressure on, and they made sure that they capitalized when they had the open net. You saw the shot go all the way to the left. It was wide open, like a window, just easily put through it.
And now for this Savage team, they get that much-needed first win. Finally, they're able to stop Method. Somebody gets a W over Method, and now we get to see how this Method team responds after a loss.
Yeah, that's huge. I mean, that's everything. Can they come out of this and say, you know what, we're going to lose games in the rival series. It's going to happen. We're not going to have a perfect season. That'd be really cool and insane and unheard of. It's never going to happen. But you know, how are you going to come out of a loss? Are you going to tilt? Are you going to come out too aggressive and push up past midfield? Are you going to turtle? It's just interesting to see how teams do. And, you know, I've said it a ton. The way you react to how your opponents play really separates you from just the normal players. If you can change your gameplay on the fly, that's what makes you a great player. And I expect to see that from Method right now. I don't expect to see the same gameplay we saw in game one.
Oh, absolutely not. I think that Cassio especially gives Method a much better presence as well when dealing with adversity. Because, again, you've got a guy who's probably been very hungry for this opportunity. Yeah. He's performed exceptionally well in the offseason as well, leading up to this season. I would imagine that he's got plenty of competitive experience under his belt. I don't think he's going to be fazed by a game one loss.
No, definitely not. I mean, especially if you're in this scenario, if you're in this position, if you're in this league, you know how to deal with losses, hopefully. Hopefully. Cross my fingers.
These players have had plenty of experience, I'm sure, leading up to this point. They're ready to get some wins under their belt, and we will see if they can do just that for Method, trying to level this series now with Savage. Again, Savage, they were the number 2 seed in the rival series play-in. They walked through their part of the bracket, so too did Method. They were the number 1 overall. Rix Ronde for Cassio, and he side flips, but it's at least enough to throw off the Savage defense, and maybe they can still salvage something here as Rix Ronde powers one back in.
Nice calculated fake, you know, just like that. That was totally calculated.
Looking for Rix Ronde, but quality defending there, coming in from behind Rix, making sure to intercept that pass And that's what you get out of this Savage team because they've seen it all a million times before.
Oh, no.
This one loose in front. It was halfway across the line, and Alpha sends it away.
They really got out of that one lucky. That should have been a goal, and if this is a 1-point game, you have to chalk it up to that because there was no follow-up on that shot.
Alpha well timed, but right at Rick's Ronde. Now Cassio looking to bring one in, and Rick's denied there by the defense of Bluey. Back the other way it goes. Bluey up the ladder, did get the touch, not quite what he was looking for, and Burrito B with Alpha bearing down on him does barely enough to clear this out of harm's way.
Aggressive play just puts a smile on my face. Like, it's so hard just not to smile. Like, I love seeing players get bumped, love seeing players get demoed. It really opens things up on the offensive zone, and you can do a lot of cool stuff with those bumps.
This will kick in front. Nobody's there except Burrito B. No boost to work with. What can he do, though? Maybe looking for, well, kind of a pinch along the ground, but no. Instead, he missed everything. And now it's Alpha and Bluey against Cassio, but it's the youngster who makes the stop.
Wow, he just stared down the barrel right there and said, go ahead, shoot it, I dare you. That was a hard shot, great placement, but better defense from Cassio there.
Not able to clear the zone as cleanly as they would have liked, but it does reach the corner. Bluey to take over. No boost zone. We've seen that a lot from all of these players trying to make a lot happen without much boost at all. Really having to scramble in front of their own nets, but both teams have so far. We're just about halfway through. Nobody's been able to break through. Maybe Cassio can here, if not for the efforts of Bluey.
Yeah, two really weak shots on net from Method. They had two opportunities. Realistically, this should be a 2-0 game, but, you know, if it doesn't explode the net, doesn't count.
That shot high, no rebound as Alpha clears away. Right at Cassio, the two new guys going at each other. This will angle downward right to Rick's Ronde. Well read. And Devo is kind of in a tough spot. Didn't have any boost to work with. Double touch from Burrito, no. And no follow-up from Rick's Ronde, just there a little too late. Here goes Alpha on the counterattack. Cassio scrambling back, and he does make the stop here. Another one in front, and blocked away by Bluey just at the last moment.
That was great defense because that was an insane pinch pass off of the corner there. He had the power, he had the accuracy, everything was there, and Alpha coming in to finish off that double tap.
And you wonder, what are we going to see out of Alpha? Again, no fear at all. Look at this. Takes a lot of stones to make a play like this, and he's got it right between the eyes. And now with a 1-0 lead, Savage looking to double their lead in the series. It'll be Burrito B. Alpha hit from behind. Rick's Ronde, a little interference, and we're tied.
And just like that, we're all back to ones, tied across the board. Good bump there from Burrito B. The team of Savage was not expecting it, and the miss from Devo just leaves everything wide open.
1-1 the scoreline. It seems like every time Savage gets a lead, Method are right there to answer very quickly. Now Alpha, look for an encore, is blocked by Burrito B. Another one off the back wall, that's sent away by Cassio. Oh, Method, they have been tested time and again. They've been up to the task time and again as Devo makes another stop.
I don't think you could have asked for a better series to close the day out for Europe. This is exciting. This is good gameplay. Oh my!
Down in front. They should score, and they don't, at least not yet. Burrito B will just flutter one home with exactly 60 ticks to go.
He caresses this ball into the net. Look at how slow he goes. Just soft, gentle, supple, into the back of the net, and that's the lead for Method.
Method looking to bounce back in the series. They've got to hold on for 60 seconds. It'll be Bluey flying right over top of this, but Devo is there. Bluey a little interference with Rick's, but Rick's Ronde able to recover, and he's at least able to stop the attack. Incredible concentration from the returner from Method. Now Bluey, stopped by Rick's Ronde again. Boy, he is putting in a lot of work in this final minute. Down to 34 seconds. It feels like it's been an eternity for Method, holding on to this 1-goal lead. Now Burrito B, just trying to stall things out, does not have a lot of boost to work with, needs to recover. Easier said than done. Devo looking to come on. He gets a little help from Alpha.
Here we go.
He's known for this kind of play, but not able to hit the backboard. Now Casio past Alpha. That's going to be devastating for Savage. They need to go the length of the field with only 5 seconds left. Cannot let this ball touch down, and it's Alpha for Bluey, intercepted by Burrito B, and we've got a series on our hands.
We definitely do. Method showing that they can hang with the best of them. They looked so good in this match. This was so fun to watch, and the team plays were everywhere. And I don't know if you noticed, but I couldn't count one single double commit from Method in that match.
It looked like very clean defense from this Method team, and if we get more of that, again, 1-goal games abound in this series. We could have 3 more of this. I'd be very happy.
Please, please, can we go to Game 5, please? That's all we're asking for, and that I'm right in my prediction.
Well, that's being a little greedy.
Okay, that's asking for too much?
Yeah,
apparently.
That's asking a little too much.
I mean, the midfield pressure from Method was sick. You didn't see a lot of 1v1 opportunities for Savage, and that is what you have to limit for them because all 3 players are so comfortable. Doesn't matter where they are, they're going to use their 1 skills to their advantage. They never got that opportunity. Method just kept up with that pressure, just pounding shot after shot after shot, and any time that Savage tries to push forward, someone from Method is in their face.
Something happened every time Savage would score or take a lead in the play-in. That's not happening here. The other team would kind of start forcing the issue a little bit, feel a little panicky. You're not getting that out of this Method team. Savage scores, Method comes right back, and it's just punch, counter punch. It's been a lot of fun to watch, and we could very well have 3 more games of this.
Yeah, like we said, we sure hope so, and I'm sure all of you hope so because this is awesome. Like I said, best way you could end the day. This was my most forward-looking to match. It doesn't make sense, but I looked forward to this match the most out of all of today's matches, that's for sure.
Well, Alpha will start things off as Method try to work in on the Savage defense. Burrito B doing just enough to get a clear away here, and we are underway in a tie-breaking 3rd game. Winner is 1 win away from starting 1-0. Burrito B, there's your double commit from Method, but it looks like they're going to get away with it as Burrito just calmly guides this out of the zone. They'll look for Burrito again. Actually, it's Ricks for himself, and Devo's there to disrupt.
Yeah, I've got to wonder, is Shogun going for Method right now because they're rocking the Yeet Fleet tag?
That's a good question. Why don't you ask him?
Hey, Shogun, hit me up on Twitter.
Oh, good shot here, just off the mark. Follow-up is going to be high. They need another follow. They're not going to get it. Everybody kind of starting to rotate back. And now Alpha, trying a little stutter step move that hasn't worked out. Devo, rising shot blocked away. Bluey's follow should be saved, and it is. And more importantly, away from everybody else. Everybody's headed towards one side of the field. Rick's able to send it away to the opposite side.
Yeah, hitting the ball with a purpose. You don't necessarily have to hit it to a teammate, but just definitely hit it to a zone where your opponents are not. That's the best way you can clear the ball, even if it's back into your own zone, into your own corner.
It's Alpha, not able to get up the ladder quick enough. Bluey over towards Devo. He thought about turning, instead went back for that mid boost. Very valuable resource in tight games like this. Burrito B, right at Alpha. That'll go to the corner, but Burrito's tracking that corner. Can Method take advantage? They cannot just yet, and Burrito has to retreat. Oh, good touch there by Bluey, and again, that's what you see out of Bluey. Gilly talked about it, the ones play between Bluey and Alpha, trying to prepare for a matchup like this, win those challenges. So far, they've done that quite well.
Yeah, you saw it right there. I mean, just little tiny stuff that he was landing to the side of the ball. How do you get under it? Wave dash real quick. And that takes a lot of mechanical skill to be able to do that on the fly. We're seeing it from him, from Alpha, wave dashes to get under the ball, to try and throw opponents off. And it's super exciting to watch. And this game is so close. Both teams realizing that, hey, that 1 goal, that can be the difference maker.
Rich Ronde and Burrito B, they were the teammates last season alongside Chacaron. Now it's Casio. He'll try to work his way into the offense. Back it goes from Savage. See if Burrito can Maybe link up with Rix Ronde again. This time it's Alpha over Casio. Rix Ronde well read, able to get this coming off the backboard. Alpha looking to snap the corner. He can't. Follow up from Bluey is set away by Burrito B. And again, Savage, really they've got a lot of the net to shoot at, but Method are guessing right and keeping them off the board, at least for now. And another big clear from Casio.
Yeah, they've really prepared themselves basically for the, I guess, hurricane of shots. They're boarding up all the windows. They boarded up the doors. Like, it doesn't matter. You can put as many shots on net as you want. We're prepared, but that's a dangerous pass. Good read there from Burrito B.
Yeah, but they're not out of it just yet. A triple commit. Bluey, that's got to bring back a lot of flashbacks, and they're not able to score. This will go across to Devo. They're still on the attack, but Method are going to get away with murder here. Now Alpha with Bluey looking to run interference. And again, it's Casio there to save the day for Method.
They cannot do anything right now to the defense of Method. They're just standing so tall, so strong. Even with that triple commit, somehow getting out of the murky water and really breathing for oxygen right now.
Devo's shot is off. Bluey to follow. Whoa. It's still on the line, and Alpha's there to slam it home.
You see Rix Ronde trying to get a flick on this ball, but gets away from him. Nice try. Can't get out of every situation, and eventually Savage were going to score there with Method unable to get the ball out of their zone, and all three members really low on boost.
Their luck finally ran out, perhaps, and now Savage, they can enjoy a lead in the final minute. It was Method who took the lead in the final minute of Game 2. Bluey will leave this for Alpha, and now the clock kill is on for Savage. Just try to stall this out long enough to take a 2-1 series lead.
Oh, that's a good bump.
That is loose in front, and Alpha does just enough to block the counterattack. Now Casio not able to get the flip as he just went a little too long coming from the ceiling. And this should be cleared away, but it is a double commit from Savage. They're able to recover, but it hasn't been pretty for the Savage defense. Bluey finally with time and space, and that will kill off at least 10 seconds and almost added to the score line. Casio bumped away from the ball there by Bluey right at the end. Another chance in for Method. Their last of Game 3, and it's set away by Alpha. And Burrito B at least able to keep this up. Boy, this looks familiar, but it's killed right there. And Savage are one win away from knocking off Method.
Yeah, but don't count Method out just yet. We saw Game 2 that they can definitely change things up, and to me, all they need to change up is those triple and double commits. We saw one in the defensive zone. We saw one in the offensive zone at the very end of the game when they were doing well with that pressure, but that double commit just kills everything, gives wide open field to all members of Savage, and they can easily push the ball back down and start their offensive surge.
Sometimes you talk about casters having the kiss of death when we say something or predict something. Subi here last game goes, oh, we haven't seen any double commits from Method. We see a double commit from Method. We see a triple commit from Method that didn't actually cost them at that point, but it did let Savage kind of set up shop in the offensive end. So,
my bad.
Subi.
My bad.
What
Sorry,
does
guys.
Method need to do?
What does Method need to do?
Yeah.
Double commit and triple commit all over the field.
There you go.
Did it reverse?
That's how you do it.
Did I reverse it? The curse?
It works sometimes in North America.
No, just, I mean, they're playing great. They kept it tight for, what was it, 3.5 minutes basically. Just don't double commit, don't triple commit. They're doing great on the defensive zone. They know that they're going to get a ton of shots from Savage. You've got to expect that. You just have to kind of weather it. Just weather that storm. You're going to get through it. Do not double commit though, because once you do, everything that you just put on the defensive zone is just kind of like to waste.
Well, again, all these games have been close so far. It's really come down to the final minute or so, and one team takes a lead. They are able to hold on. Let's see if that narrative continues here in game number 4. Must win for Method to avoid dropping to 500 on the season. What a closeout to week number 1 of the Rival Series. Hope you're enjoying it. Savage.
There you go.
On the attack, pushed up a little too far. Casio counters, and Method strike first, only 15 seconds in.
And we see the double commit from Savage this time, though, but Casio just kind of waiting downfield, waiting for a hit. It comes his way, and way to follow up his shot as well, seeing that, hey, that's probably not on target. I'm going to follow this up just in case. Cleans it up, and a quick 1-0 lead from Method.
It's Bluey to send things away for Savage. What an answer from Bluey and Devo, and we're all tied up.
I don't blame Method at all. Who's expecting that hard of a hit from Devo? I mean, you should expect the unexpected when you have all three of these players on the field, but great pass from him and a good finish from Devo. Not easy, but when you have his mechanics, I'm sure that he could do that in his sleep.
Playtime is perhaps over for Savage. Here's Burrito B coming in, Alpha with the stop. Now Rick's Ronde on the other side. Really, it hasn't just been one or two for Method. All three have been in on the attack. They've been putting equal amounts of pressure on. Here is that one just out of the reach of Casio. Well-rounded team effort on both sides from Savage and Method. As Alpha for Bluey was looking to set up Devo perhaps. But Devo's got to wait his turn to come up. And now there is his turn as he's got to make a stop here on the shot from Casio.
Oh, Burrito B, he wanted to pass that to Ricks. He knew he had him. Just unable to connect, and Bluey, my goodness, going from some higher light real shots.
We have seen Bluey miss by less than the width of the ball numerous times so far. If those shots are ever on target later on in the season, this Savage team is going to be even scarier than they already are. Again, one win away from closing out Method in week one. Burrito B, good ball in front. Missed by Devo, but Alpha is there to clean up. And now Bluey did not have enough boost. Devo just putting a little pressure on, and it's sent away by Rick's Ronde. Method barely able to get back in time, and there's no time to wait either. They are right back on the attack as another ball sent down by Bluey.
That's what I love about this Method team is their counterattack is so quick coming down the field. Like right when you expect to go on defense, expect a shot. Like you're not getting any time to try and read what they're setting up.
It is Casio. That'll be on target, but Bluey will have one of the easier saves he's made today. Alpha taking a wide angle here, and Casio well read and up there ahead of the attack from Savage.
Seems like Rick's had a little more time to kind of do something else with that ball instead of turn it over.
Well, Alpha get all of this. This is trouble now. Not able to get around on a shot though. And Method are going to be forced back on their back foot. Bluey could not get a piece of Casio coming through. And so Alpha, all he can do is dump this off to the side. It's Rick's Ronde, not able to get contact. And Savage will dodge a bullet as they try to work their way downfield again. Well, there's that, Alpha trying to make one of those individual plays. He had Devo in support as well. About as well defended as it could have been for Method. Now Casio did not get all of that shot. Boy, that was set up for him to just tee off on one. And now here's Alpha for Bluey, and now Devo getting in the way.
Yeah, Method has had a bunch of opportunities like that where they have those real,
Bluey's done it again. Bluey has done it for the second time. No pass needed. Coming off the backboard, just tucking that home on the corner. Perfectly placed.
He just put a round ball into a square peg, basically. Like, he just forced that thing through as hard as he could, and eventually just popped out the other side.
And now Alpha looking to add on to it, and Bluey coming on as well. So too is Devo.
Oh my gosh.
Boy. If Bluey scored that, we're just shut down the season at that point.
Oh my gosh, that one would have been amazing.
Across it goes, Method. They've been able to answer before. They've got a minute 19 to come up with another. Casio, Rick's Ronde over there, not able to get there in time, and Devo with a big clear the other way. Alpha just gonna pepper the backboard. It caught the ceiling. That threw off Method enough.
Good.
Big shot downfield, and Burrito B denied by Bluey.
Good clear, good shot, but the positioning right now from this Savage team is so incredible. You're not gonna get those easy ones by. Oh my gosh, what a bullet.
This is Casio with a challenge fastball that finds its way under the bar. And again, as impressive as Savage defensively has been, how about the counterattack from Method? They strike quickly again, and with less than a minute to go, we've got a brand new game.
I'm glad to see that they finally bury one of those infield passing plays. That was beautiful. That's what they need to do. Get hard shot on net because it's available to them. Those soft little taps not going to do much, and now they have the pressure right now in Savage's zone.
Cassio trying to do it all himself, and again, very adept ones players on the other side. Going to take a lot more than that, you would think. This will kick in front. Good passing play, and denied by Devo. Follow-up is blocked by Devo as well, earning his paycheck and more on the defensive end as he clears this one away as well. Savage just hanging on for dear life here, maybe trying to force overtime.
They're not out of the water yet.
No, they aren't, and that's a good ball by Devo as Cassio has given it away to Alpha. Not able to get in front of one, and Bluey takes that mid boost. It may be needed here. Got the dunk on Burrito, but it goes off to the corner. Not to overtime just yet. They need this clear. They've got it, and that should force OT, and it does.
Okay, Method. Everything's on the line right now. You get scored on. You're dropping to 1-1.
Next goal does have to come from Method to force game 5. Alpha, dangerous ball there. Is giving it away. Cassio just popping another one up. Try to play the slow game. It hasn't worked out. Burrito B floating towards the net, and that's going to be stopped by Bluey. But plenty of shots, plenty of saves to go around here as we play overtime in game 4. And Rix Ronde coming out of nowhere to stop Bluey from getting a clear. And finally, Savage can clear the zone.
Oh, with a nice bump there on Alpha, but gets that double tap. Thankfully, Burrito B, nice and patient on that. Doesn't go for the initial touch. Waits, he sees Alpha still in the air, waits for that second touch.
It's Bluey to send this away. He didn't get it cleanly, but Alpha's there to recover. Devo had jumped, but he's off in the corner. He's able to recover and needs a big clear here, and he got it. Again, stalling for time for his teammates to get back. Now Cassio over one, and he's not gonna force that through. It's just gone outside the post.
Man, they are getting so close right now. They want this so badly.
Burrito B, quick turn, doesn't have the boost to follow, but Cassio does. Rix Ronde is over there to force game 5, and the shot's wide.
Very low boost on Savage right now.
Another one sent in, and that's going to be blocked by Bluey. A miss there at midfield, and finally the pressure's been broken. Savage can finally break out on a counterattack, but they're not going to make Method pay just yet.
Ooh. It's like cracking your back after you've been sitting in the movie theater all day. Just finally a little relief. Thank you so much, but it's not over yet. Good put on board from Alpha, but way too weak. And you see Burrito B. Now, both teams, I expect this to go back and forth just a little bit.
Oh, Bluey, we're seeing how dangerous he can be when he gets that ball on the backboard. That time opting for the pass, and Method were there to stop him. Now Bluey at the back, given away to Cassio. Loose in front for Rix Ronde, and it's blocked away by Devo. He was just there, right place, right time. Follow up here, and finally Alpha thought about booming it. The slow play will give his teammates time to set up. Here's the follow-up. Alpha with the bump, and Bluey wins it for Savage.
Oh, but this was all Alpha. Not only does he carry it down the field, get the great pass, but he sets his sights on Cassio, the only one in net, and Bluey with the easiest finish he's going to see all season long. Savage come out on top.